Good morning, everybody. We are so incredibly happy that you came this morning to celebrate some really special soon-to-be graduates of Durfee High School. So thank you so much for being here. So the Durfee Pride Awards are kind of a newly emerging award, if you will. We've done a lot of thinking over the last 3 years. Forgive me, I'm Jessica Stevens. I'm the associate principal, or one of the associate principals at Durfee High School, the other standing right there. Wave. Mr. Damaris, principal, is unfortunately out of the building today, so I'm here for the moment. We've done a lot of thinking over the last few years about what it means to kind of come to this culminating place as a senior and be worthy of recognition or be a demonstrative kind of person of success. And when we've thought about what that means and taking kind of an honest look at what awards kind of typically acknowledge, I think as a whole, among our staff, we've said there's sometimes a missing link. And one of those links, I think, has to do with this idea of kind of a whole person and who that person is when they're done at Durfee, that there's more to the idea of success than simply academia or simply a full scholarship to college or simply being in the top 10. And that really the greatest accomplishment, if you will, when you kind of finish your time at Durfee High School is to be a good person, is to be in a place where there's a lot of promise that you're going to live a good, hopeful, meaningful life and you're going to do good things. And one of the neatest things about this award and the criteria for it is that we are really taking a group of students and putting them in one room who we have a lot of reason to believe they're going to do just that with their lives. So just if we could start with one round of applause for every student who was here this morning. So we have plaques to honor everyone who's in here and t-shirts to give to everybody. But the way that the ceremony is going to unfold, you'll see, is that we have a video that has the people who nominated each of the students who are receiving the award reciting kind of a nomination. So you'll see what they had to say. And it's going to run through, it's about 25 minutes, and what they're going to do is talk about how each student in here who's receiving the award is demonstrative of this PRIDE acronym that's really important to Durfee High School. What PRIDE stands for is purpose, responsibility, innovation, diligence, and empowerment. And the key to this award was that we asked staff to think about our senior students and think about those students who really embodied the meaning of this acronym. So as you listen to the video, you'll see how the students in this room are really people who are wrapping up their time at Durfee as young people who are the epitome of what this acronym means, and it truly is something to be really, really proud of. So with that said, we're going to run through the video, and what we're asking is that when you come up, when the staff person who nominated you comes on and says your name, we're asking that you stand up so everybody can see who you are. And then when it wraps up, you can sit down. The next student will come quickly. You can stand up, just so we can see. Everybody would love to see and celebrate you. And then when it wraps up, we'll invite everyone to have breakfast, and we'll come along and we'll distribute the awards and the t-shirts, if that sounds okay. So with that, the only other thing we're going to do before we start the video is we are going to have a quick word from Superintendent Ponce, who's a guest this morning with us. Just going to say good morning.
Everyone. I'll use my t-shirt. Sure. Good morning, everyone. It really is an honor to be here. I got to watch the video late last night, and I love that the adults, thank you to every adult in this room that nominated one of you, because I love what they saw in each of you and how we are celebrating all of you. So good for you for living the Pride way each and every day, and we are grateful that you are Durfee Hilltoppers. Thank you for being you, and thank you for all that you do. And adults, thank you for recognizing how awesome each of these young people are. So congratulations to each and every one of you, and congratulations to everyone that had a part in helping you in your journey. Thank you.
I am thrilled to nominate Moises Serrano for the Durfee Pride Award. Moises embodies the essence of responsibility, kindness, humor, perseverance, and helpfulness, making him an exemplary candidate for this recognition. Moises constantly demonstrates responsibility in both his academic and extracurricular endeavors, soccer, though sometimes the former with a gentle or not so gentle nudge from his school adjustment counselor and all of his teachers. Moises often contemplated leaving school to work full-time, but with the support of his guidance counselors, teachers, and SACs, he decided to remain in school and balances working 35 hours a week as well as finishing his senior year. His genuine kindness and caring nature create a welcoming environment for all, while his humor uplifts spirits and fosters positive relationships. In the face of challenges, Moises exhibits remarkable perseverance and determination, inspiring his peers to overcome obstacles with the resilience he eagerly lends a helping hand whenever needed, contributing to the betterment of our school community. Congratulations, Moises.
For the Senior Pride Award, I chose Dariela Granados Ramos. She is an excellent student who always tries her best. She is also very kind and always willing to help her classmates. Dariela has put great effort into her work during the course of the entire school year. She is a role model student. I also chose Marco Tobar Pacheco to receive a Senior Pride Award because he is a wonderful student and role model. Marco is very polite and respectful to both teachers and students. He is very kind and always willing to help others. Marco is a hardworking student who always tries his best. He puts great effort into his work and always participates in class.
I'm writing to recommend Ethan Horseman for the Durfee Pride Senior Brunch. As Ethan's engineering teacher, I've had the pleasure of getting to know him over the past 3 years. Ethan is an exceptional student who consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic. He is extremely punctual, and I can only remember him being absent on one occasion. He is always willing to help other students and was elected by his senior peers as the Career Technology Education Engineering Leadership Representative this year. In addition to his academic achievements, Ethan is also an accomplished athlete. He has played on the football, volleyball, and hockey teams during his time at Durfee. Ethan has told me that football allowed him to grow as an individual in terms of physical and mental fortitude. I have seen firsthand how his athletic pursuits and physical training have contributed to his personal growth and increased his ability to focus. Overall, I believe that Ethan Horseman would be an excellent candidate for the Durfee Pride Senior Brunch. He is a hardworking, caring, and determined young person who has shown tremendous growth, both mentally and physically, during his time in my class.
Nathan Martins has been an outstanding role model for the rest of the student body through his years at Durfee High School. He always is respectful and polite to staff and is always grateful for anything he's given. Nathan is diligent every term with his attendance, schedule, and grades, always checking in to make sure he is on track.
Jamel Porter always knows what needs to be done and takes steps toward completing it. She makes every effort to find out what she may have missed and proceeds to learn and complete all work necessary. She often thinks outside the box and contributes in class. Jamel takes advantage of time and puts forward her best effort. She always asks for clarification if needed, often offers her opinion, steps up in discussion, and is a role model for others.
Jan is a dedicated student in the marketing CTE program. He embodies the essence of hard work and perseverance. Since meeting him during his junior year, Jan exhibited remarkable growth in his personal sense of purpose and his responsibility. Despite the demanding nature of his academic coursework, Jan has taken on the additional challenge of part-time employment, demonstrating his commitment to his goals. His consistent dedication to both his studies and work responsibilities is a testament to his admirable work ethic and determination to succeed. Jan's journey serves as an inspiring example of how diligence and ambition can lead to remarkable personal and professional growth.
Mari Ramos Fernandez is a remarkable student whose journey exemplifies the power of purpose and diligence. Despite facing immense challenges, including the passing of her mother this academic year and navigating moving to a new country and learning a new language, Mari has shown unwavering dedication to her studies. I am so proud of Mari, and I believe that she has a very bright future ahead of her. Mari Ramos Fernández es una estudiante extraordinaria cuya vida ejemplifica nuestros valores de propósito y diligencia. A pesar de enfrentar inmensos desafíos, incluyendo el fallecimiento de su madre este año académico, el de mudarse a un nuevo país y aprender un nuevo idioma, Mari ha demostrado una dedicación inquebrantable a sus estudios. Estoy muy orgullosa de Mari y creo que tiene un futuro muy brillante por delante.
Dylan Estrella is a kind, thoughtful, and productive member of our Durfee community. He has exemplified his Durfee pride through his daily interactions with support staff, teachers, and students. Dylan has always been a student that we can rely on to make positive choices for himself and our school community. He is always respectful and responsible and makes others feel good when he is around them. He is driven to succeed and is conscientious about his decision-making and always does what is right.
Malik Parrott is a strong, resilient, and independent young man who has exemplified purpose, responsibility, diligence, and empowerment throughout his time at Durfee High School. Early on in his high school career, Malik struggled with his attendance, which in turn impacted his grades. There were also some external factors that impacted Malik's day-to-day life. Despite these challenges, Malik persevered, doing so on his own. For some time, school staff were not aware of the barriers that were in the way of Malik attending high school or the things that were going on that understandably would impact his motivation. Again, Malik persevered. Malik has always been respectful to grade office staff, and this year has worked really hard at establishing trusting relationships with his team. His drive to finish his high school career is strong and admirable, and the grade office is extremely proud of Malik's commitment to finish high school.
Quevesiel Sanchez Cuello is a very dedicated, persistent, and responsible student. She is new to our school and community, and even with the difficulties this could bring, she has ensured to stay on top of her classes by checking in regularly on her grades and advocating for herself. She works hard and sets high expectations for herself to ensure that she's doing her best and meets her goals.
I'm excited to nominate Alexia Raposo for the Senior Pride Award. Alexia is driven to do her very best in the early ed program in order to reach her future goals. She displays maturity, integrity, responsibility, and professionalism at each and every day, not only in the classroom, but also at her internship site. Alexia was hired to work in our early ed labs for after-school childcare. She has made wonderful relationships with the teachers, parents, and children. She's always willing to pitch in and take on extra responsibilities and is a model for other students. She is truly a team player.
Aiden DaCosta has been a joy in my life since his freshman year. His work ethic is extremely high, and I can always count on him in ELA and advisory. He's one of the smartest students I've encountered with the ability to comprehend something upon the first time hearing it. He rarely needs guidance with the content, but will continuously accept help and support and ask for guidance. I'll never forget Aiden's freshman year, where he wrote an essay for me and used the phrase mortal coil, in which I immediately typed it into Google thinking it was plagiarized because the phrase was not seen in our reading. Aiden was not offended in the slightest bit and immediately said, "Oh, honey," when I said I didn't know what that term meant. He will put 100% into anything he does for me, including bring a blonde wig and a dress so he could fully get into character for his dramatic reading of Blanche from A Streetcar Named Desire. He has persevered through and formed his own path and truly owns who he is. It's been phenomenal to see and watch him continue to grow over the years.
Not only does Marcelo Lucamba take responsibility for his actions, but he also holds his peers to the same standard. He carries and conducts himself with a maturity well beyond his years. He vocalizes his belief in his civic responsibility to make the school, community, and world a better place to live. And even though English is not his first language, he is diligent and dedicated to his academic success. He models this by his attendance, work completion, and his promptness.
Summer Rose exemplifies all of the Durfee Pride acronyms every day. She's responsible as a student and as an employee. She understands how to capitalize on moments and opportunities in the classroom and in the workplace, and is often found helping others in class, during video club, or when working for Fred TV. In addition, she is always encouraging to everyone around her. Summer takes nothing for granted, whether it be the valuable lesson in an assignment, the opportunity to work and learn new things, or simply the professional partnerships she's gained while in class or while working with the staff at Fred TV. Summer appreciates it all. Summer is truly a top-notch student who will go far in life. She's mature beyond her years, works almost full-time after school while working hard in school to raise her GPA. And she does all of this with positivity and a smile on her face every single day. I'm really very proud of Summer's achievements, and I'm super excited for her to continue her education as a double major in forensics and communications at Westfield State University. Congrats, Summer. You rock.
Janoka Romero Aponte always knows what needs to be done and takes steps toward completing it. She takes responsibility for her education and completes all work necessary. She contributes in class in a very mature way, providing unique points of view. Janoka always takes advantage of time in class and uses it wisely. She's not afraid to ask questions, enjoys offering her opinion during class discussion.
Last year, during Jordan Addison's junior year, he was not giving his college classes his all. He knew it too. He personally sought me out last year and asked for my help. Jordan was willing to put in the work, he just needed that guidance and support. When the semester ended, he passed both of his college courses with flying colors, all because he reached out for support. This year, his senior year, he sought support immediately because he wants to do well again. I've watched Jordan become his own self-advocate over the last 2 years, and I am so proud of him. I can't wait to see him flourish in college next year.
Kevin Mino is an amazing young man who always does what is needed to be a highly successful student. He is not afraid to challenge himself and will always work as hard as he can to achieve his goals. Kevin is one of the most responsible and positive-minded students that I know or have ever met. Even when he may be dealing with personal struggles, he always comes to school with amazing energy and passion for how he wants to see himself and how he wants others to see him. The Durfee pride is definitely within Kevin and everything he does every day. Jesus Batista is an amazing young man that always seems to make the right decisions, which shows his motivation, maturity, and that he is meeting his responsibilities, is considered the utmost importance to him. Throughout his 4 years at Durfee, he has incredible attendance, works hard in his classes. Even when he finds things to be challenging, he does not give up and is dedicated to have a positive attitude. He is friendly and kind and a good role model. I could not be any prouder of Jesus for what he has accomplished, and he truly represents the values represented by Pride.
Colin Ferreira self-selected for early college in his junior year and has been persistent and successful in all of his courses to date. Colin has persevered and has earned a total of 9 college credits with the potential to earn 3 more by the end of the year. Colin has grown as a person and as a student throughout his time in the program, learning content skills, but most importantly, the skills that have allowed him to advocate for himself, become a part of a community of learners in the classroom, and really exemplify what it means to be a hardworking Hilltopper.
Ariana Carmo was a senior in my predominantly freshman Health 1 class. Throughout the term, Ariana showed diligence through her consistent attendance, exceptional work ethic, and active participation. She is a pleasure to have in class and deserves to be recognized for exemplifying Durfee pride. Wishing Ariana all the best now and after graduation. Congratulations, Ariana.
Ronald Crespo Bermejo is an exemplary student who consistently shows our values of purpose and responsibility. His responsible attitude and reliability make him an invaluable addition to our school, where he not only does well academically, but also contributes positively to the well-being of his peers. Whenever he comes to my office, he always walks in with a smile and a respectful attitude. I know that his character and personality will allow him to be a positive contributor in our community. Ronald Crespo Bermejo es un estudiante ejemplar que muestra consistentemente nuestros valores de propósito y responsabilidad. Su actitud responsable y confiabilidad lo convierten en un valioso miembro de nuestra escuela, donde no solo obtiene buenos resultados académicos, sino que también contribuye positivamente al bienestar de sus compañeros. Siempre que viene a mi oficina, entra con una sonrisa y una actitud respetuosa. Sé que su carácter y personalidad le permitirán ser un contribuyente positivo en nuestra comunidad. Estoy muy orgullosa de ti, Ronald.
Abby Comstock encompasses all the Durfee Pride qualities, but responsibility and diligence are two that seem to stick out with me. As a very shy freshman, she came in wanting to be in piano class, but was in music technology with Mr. Bigelow. I talked with Mom and guidance and got her switched. However, she played years beyond and above the rest of the students in the class. I would give her additional songs and techniques to learn and check in with her once or twice a week. She took complete responsibility for her extra learning and had the diligence to complete her regular class assignments as well as the items she was given extra. This trend continued when she took advanced piano, doing her class lesson and one or two other lessons as well. Although very shy, she joined the drama club where her diligence and musicianship shone bright. She sang and performed in the fall musical, all while studying and practicing for school auditions and keeping her grades high. I'm very proud to nominate her for a Senior Pride Award.
Arnaldo Ricciac is a responsible, kind-hearted, and caring student. He is always willing to lend a hand and help others. Whether for a translation or assisting new students, Arnaldo is welcoming and accepting to all. Arnaldo is always very responsible with his time and utilizes his office when needing support. Arnaldo is often described by his teachers as incredibly respectful, mature, and a hard worker. He is thoughtful in his action and is very aware how his behavior and decisions affect himself and others around him. We are excited to see what the future holds for this young man. Congratulations, Arnaldo.
I have been lucky enough to have Jocelyn Quintuna Cajamarcas as a student in 2 different math classes for 2 years in a row. When we first met, Jocelyn was in my ELL geometry class. She was quiet and reserved, but as I got to know her, I quickly learned just how kind, thoughtful, and helpful she truly is. She is diligent in keeping up with her schoolwork, even when she doesn't understand a concept. She truly never gives up. Jocelyn is always willing to help her classmates, even if it's just for a quick translation. She has excellent attendance, and when she's not in school, she has held jobs in both Newport and Providence. After high school, she would like to continue her studies and become a history teacher. Born in Ecuador, she was enrolled in ESL classes when she started here at Durfee, but was able to test out of many of these courses. She currently has an A in my CP Algebra 2 class and is a true role model. I have no doubt that she will continue to find success after graduation.
Sarah Niklas is a true role model of what a hilltopper should be. She's respectful and kind towards all her peers and staff. She follows the rules, and even when peers are not doing the right thing, she makes the decision to do what is best for her. She's a hard worker and pushes herself to demonstrate her academic abilities. She has learned English quickly and continues to show consistent and positive growth in this area. I can't wait to see her become a productive and successful professional in the nursing career. She's caring, smart, and has all the qualities to make her dreams come true.
Mondo Torres Hernandez is so respectful and kind. He's been working so hard to get on track and make up his credits, and I'm so proud of him for not giving up. He struggled a lot during his first and second year, so the fact that he's really dedicated himself to graduating makes me so happy. He's been putting in his best effort even though he started off the year with some missing credits. He's stayed determined and focused on his goal all year, even when it's been a challenge. I'm so excited for him to achieve his goal and graduate in just a few months, and I would love to see him be recognized in this way.
It gives me great pleasure to nominate Zion Williams and Emily Aguiar for the Durfee Pride Awards. Zion Williams is a model student when it comes to the Durfee Pride acronyms. He capitalizes on all opportunities in class. He demonstrates respectful and appropriate behavior at all times with peers and staff. Zion is eager to learn and make connections. He self-advocates as needed and is willing to help others in the process. Zion never gives up and completes all of his assignments to the best of his ability. He engages peers, never judges, and is willing to support his classmates. Emily Aguiar is always present and on time. Her attendance is near perfect. She even comes to period 1 class early and assists staff with the daily agenda. Emily capitalizes on all opportunities in class. She is able to follow classroom rules at all times and demonstrates respectful and appropriate behavior at all times with peers and staff. Emily is eager to learn and make connections with staff. She is motivated to do the right thing. She never gives up and completes all her assignments to the best of her ability. She will accept all constructive feedback and is always willing to take part in the class activity. Emily will always support her peers and will never say no when joining any group. Congratulations to Zion and Emily.
Joseph Patello has always been a quiet and respectful student, but I have seen him grow in so many ways this year. He is our office aide period 1, always on time, and a hard worker. He also set a goal to attend college and has been accepted into the UMass Dartmouth College Now program. He has been an encouragement to his friends on their college applications as well.
When Laurencia Corrals was a sophomore in my English class, she always held herself responsible for her own actions, discipline, and attendance. She diligently worked every day through every lesson. As her advisor for the past 2 years, I know that she continues to exceed in her responsibility and diligence throughout all of her classes. She's truly a model for her peers and her future self as she takes on life's obstacles and challenges.
Savannah Ferreira is an exemplary student of what all at Durfee should strive to become. She is responsible about completing work and participating in class discussions, and is diligent about her schoolwork overall. She completes her work mindfully and with purpose, and as a music production student, has demonstrated the highest level of innovation, not only completing assigned pieces of music, but branching out into playing various instruments and creating original music that is so creative, it's almost a shame she's going into environmental science and not a career in music.
Marco Tovar Flores is a great example of it's not how you start, but how you finish. During term 2, after struggling with school attendance and staying motivated, Marco made the decision to not return to school. He decided to return for term 3 and showed a complete 360. He's doing well in his classes and comes to school every day. Marco shows our values of empowerment and innovation by setting goals for himself and focusing on achieving them. I am so proud of you, Marco. Marco Tovar Flores es un gran ejemplo de que no se trata de cómo empiezas, sino de cómo terminas. Durante el segundo término escolar, después de luchar con la asistencia a la escuela y mantenerse motivado, Marco tomó la decisión de no regresar a la escuela. Decidió regresar para el tercer trimestre y mostró un cambio 360 completo. Le está yendo bien en sus clases y viene a la escuela todos los días. Marco muestra nuestros valores de emprendimiento e innovación, trazando metas para sí mismo y enfocándose en lograrlas. Estoy muy orgullosa de ti, Marco.
Ismail Lima is a student who struggled academically at the start of his high school experience. He transferred in his 10th grade year and ended up needing to attend summer school to get himself back on track. However, he began to overcome some of these obstacles and self-selected to enroll in early college. We wanted to set him up for success and felt that he needed more time to focus on his Durfee courses junior year, and we would begin early college senior year. Ismail worked so hard junior year and ended up receiving mostly A's in his classes. Ever since enrolling in the early college program, Ismail has been nothing but persistent and has self-advocated at every step to give himself new opportunities. Because of his grades initially, he wasn't sure that college would be for him, but ended up working really hard, passing his Durfee and college courses, and applied and was accepted to the College Now program at UMass Dartmouth.
Janilka Romero Aponte is an amazing young lady. She's well-mannered, respectful, and genuinely caring of others around her. She has a kind heart and cares about everyone around her. She tends to stay to herself but set a good example of how to treat others. She's there for support when she's needed by any of her peers.
I believe Karen Alejos Caceres has exemplified each of the Durfee Pride acronyms in my One Goal class. In the last year, I have been her teacher. Purpose. Many students in the senior class struggle to find the purpose in One Goal. Karen has never been one of those students. She understands that the curriculum is intended to help her maintain success and happiness while in college. She never questions the relevancy and always completes her work to the best of her ability. Responsibility. When I took this one goal class over, they were by no means a family. Each student had a few friends they talked to, but did not reach out of their comfort zone. I made it very clear that no one needed to make new best friends, but they needed to start talking to their other classmates. Karen has been nothing but kind, respectful, and helpful to me and all her peers from the start. Students have come up to me to say that Karen is nice to them on social media and when they see her in the hallway. Innovation. Karen always uses her brain and heart in our class and strives to be the best student she can be. Diligence. As many seniors in the early college program are giving up and letting senioritis get the best of them, Karen continues to show up every day and be the best version of herself. Empowerment. Karen has faced many hurdles through her college application process. She still works her butt off and does everything she needs to do to make her future happen the way she wants it to. She is an inspiration to all her peers.
Daniela Bustamante came from Ecuador in 2020 and enrolled here at Durfee High School. She has made the most of what Durfee has to offer by earning high grades, being present every day, learning a new language, and becoming part of the Durfee varsity soccer team. Great job, Daniela.
Asia Cook is always ahead of the game, often finishing her work before everyone else. She is always present and a joy to have in class. She is a fantastic critical thinker, and her thoughts are valued. She is consistent in everything that she does and puts her best foot forward 100% of the time.
Does this one work? So as you all can see, there are some pretty remarkable young people in this room right now. And if we could just take one more opportunity to give everybody a round of applause. So what we are going to do now is we are going to distribute plaques to all recipients and t-shirts, and while we do that, you are going to enjoy some breakfast. So I think our wonderful Granite Grill crew is close to bringing it out. So if you could just be patient for a minute or two, it should be here shortly, and then we can line up to get some food, if that sounds good, okay? All right. Bring them up. I just didn't, would everybody like to be called up to get the award, or would you be more comfortable if it comes to your table? Who wants to call them up? All right, call them on up.
Alexia Raposo. Arnaldo. No, on the video, no. Sorry, Arnaldo. Moises Serrano. Janilka Romero Aponte. Marco Tobar Pacheco. Marco Tobar Flores. Armando Torres Hernandez. Zion Williams. Corvesio Jeanette Sanchez Coelho. Summer Rose. Sarah Nicholas. Malik Parrott. Jamel Potter. Laurencia Quarles. Nathan Martins. Kevin Minu. Marie Ramos Fernandez. Dylan Estrella. Colin Ferrera. Savannah Ferreira. Daniela Granados Ramos. Ethan Horseman. Ishmael Lima. Marcelo Lucampa. Michael Chin. Jocelyn Quintana. Ariana Costa Camo. Abby Comstock. Ronald Crespo. Emily Curran. Emily Aguiar. Aiden DaCosta. Karen Alejos Casares. Jordan Addison. Jesus Batista. Joseph Patello. Jan Baez.